Continuing,
what is that? What do you got there?
this is a Liquid Death Dr. Death. I guess it's mirrored on the screen or whatever.
They believed it so much they put it twice, huh? Liquid Death, Dr. Death.
Yeah, well, this particular one is like Dr. Pepper adjacent. So it's like I buy the ones that are like if LaCroix made soda,
Right. Yeah.
transported in a truck near Dr. Pepper.
They happen to be in the same warehouse.
Yeah, it's just carbonated water sitting extra close to Coca-Cola. They bonded. Anyways, okay.
Well, welcome to our what episode are we in? 6?
Yeah, welcome to Keeping It Grounded with the Groundskeeper. I am the Groundskeeper.
And I'm the Panda Man.
All right, Mr. Panda Man. This is episode 6.
Wow, you've
Keeping
made it.
Grounded.
Oh. Should we do something for like episode 10 if we ever get that far? Like special edition.
Yeah, we'll have to
10.
we'll have to sell collectible little panda keychains.
You mean this guy? Oh.
Yeah. I wonder if Zoom would copyright bust us if we use that.
Probably not.
Okay, small talk. Tell me what's going on with you?
I was figuring out what to do for maybe like an hour ago, figuring out what to do for our blind ranking. And tomorrow is and I don't know if you've been paying attention, but tomorrow is the second semifinal game for the World Cup. Argentina will be playing England, and my friends are asking me to take the day off so I can go watch it with them.
Yeah. Are you gonna?
I don't think so.
Oh.
So, but that's
fair enough. Hey, if
on.
it makes you feel better, I'm not going to take the day off for it either. But
I
that's just
know you
'cause
won't.
I just don't give.
You don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I understand.
I'm excited that you like it.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I can't follow. My favorite part about soccer football is when people fall and they've clearly not been touched.
Oh, that happened in what game was that? The last Argentina game. Someone got red carded because he was basically flopping, is what you would call it in sports terms.
That's funny. That's an appropriate name.
Yeah, yeah, basically. What about you? What's been going on?
God, I got to quit smacking my lips when I start answering questions. I keep editing them all out. I went camping up in Enterprise with a bunch of cool people over the weekend. It was awesome. Took a ride out there. This is like about a 2-hour bike ride. Got some really cool footage. I mean, there was some problems. Somebody ran out of gas, and our camping spots. We had to move camping spots. And I don't know, but it was overall it was really cool. It's really pretty out there. I caught 3 fish, and I've caught fish before, but like not like that where I'm actively, holding the reel and trying to actually hook them and pull them in.
Right.
I threw them all back. They were all really little. Like, I mean, with my fist, the tail would stick out, and maybe the top of the head. They were small. They were brown trout, I guess. But it was cool. I especially that quickly. I mean, I caught 3 fish, and each one in the matter of like 5-10 minutes of one another.
I say you went to the lake, right?
Yeah, it's the Enterprise Reservoir.
Oh,
yeah. So that's
well, that's fun.
That's my small talk. I had a whole thing loaded up about my day. I had a weird mental health day, but then I was like, nobody wants to hear about that, especially considering the topic of the day. We're gonna dive into this anyways.
Maybe we'll talk about it on the side, but okay. All right. Well, before we move forward, I wanted to change it up a little bit. I'm going to send you a file right now, and you'll put it on the edit when we go there. But just think about this, right? This scenario, right?
Okay.
You're riding a bus, in a public bus, right? And you're sitting down, and you see these people, and I sent you into the chat. You'll see it. Do you see it?
Nope.
Oh, in your chat.
Where's the chat?
The bottom.
There's nothing in the chat.
You see the picture?
No, there's nothing in the chat.
Oh, now it is there. You see it?
Okay.
So you're in the bus.
Pregnant lady.
The pregnant lady, a lady
with a
baby,
toddler, A lady
an
with a
injured
broken
lady and a
leg.
very old lady.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Who would you give up your seat to first?
Huh.
What would you do?
Who would I give it up to first?
Like in order. So who first,
like
second?
so all the seats are full?
Yes.
Oh man. Okay. I guess the first one to walk in?
They're all there.
Damn it. Well, then why didn't I already give up my seat to the first one who walked in that I noticed could have used my seat? That doesn't sound like me. Like if any one of these people walked in.
So let's say they're one big family and there's four of them all together that came in at the same time.
JR, it's a bus. One of them walked in first.
You are not playing this game right.
Sorry. Okay.
This is not working.
In the unlikely scenario, this bus has a door that opens 5 people wide, 6 people wide because the crutches and the cane.
I hate you so much, dude.
Oh man, probably the old lady, but then I'd go start fighting people to help get seats for the other people. This is unfair.
Yeah, so the old lady first, and then screw everyone else, or what?
No, when you put it like that, no.
I want it in order. Like, who would you give it up first? First.
4.
Mm-hmm.
1, 3, and 2.
I'm exactly the same.
Is this my blind rank?
No.
Oh, okay, good.
We're gonna do that at the end of the episode.
Oh,
but yeah. So I thought the same thing. I would do 4, 1, 3, and 2. So
yeah,
we're basically the same person.
I didn't like this game.
No, it's fun. It's
you made me feel like a bad person.
It's like a morality question, you know.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, picking and choosing who gets it, I guess. The ultimate power is mine. This seat.
Hey, man. Sometimes you get the bus. So, all right. Well, that didn't work.
I think it worked just fine. That was a good. That was
right.
Okay. That was great.
All right.
Okay.
What are we talking about today?
You said we're gonna do the blind rank at the end.
We can, or we can do it now if you want.
Do it now, and then we'll get into the meat and potatoes and song pick.
Okay, so I was thinking about this an hour ago.
Perfect.
Blind rank these sad songs from 1 to 5. Okay? First one, Closer by Amigo the Devil.
That's going to be hard to beat. And I don't know if we're going to count it as a song, so if we're splitting hairs.
It's still a song, man.
Yeah, I guess so. And that really eats me. We'll make that number 2 because I'm pretty sure it's number 1, but I don't know what you got up your sleeve.
Mm-hmm. Okay, number 2. Let me see. Let me write this down.
We're talking about how good the song is or how sad the song is?
Hey, this is your eye test or ear test, I guess. So this is up to you. You rank it however you want.
I'm gonna say both categories are coming into play when I put this song up there.
Okay. All right. So Closer is number 2. The second song is Don't Be Upset, Jeffrey Lewis.
I've got a tumultuous history with that song. We're gonna put it at number 5 because I don't love listening to it, even though I was playing it the other day.
Mm-hmm.
That song hurts me.
It's pretty sad.
Yeah, well, I mean, it applies to my life,
right?
And it's sad knowing that when I first heard that song, I thought it was like a sweet thing about a boyfriend or a partner just trying to be good, and it is to a degree, but it's also about a partner that is so self-centered that they're more interested in complaining and trying to get the attention of their partner through all these things and making things about themselves. And I didn't. It took me a long time to realize that, and I was like, oh.
One of my favorite lines from that song is like, Jeffrey says like a lot of things that the girl did, but she complained about him not shaving.
Right.
So like, okay, I get it. All right. The next song is Using Again by Benjamin Todd.
That's a good one. Oof. I guess that's going to number 1.
Ooh.
It's the subject matter and the lyrics and everything is too close to the heart.
Okay. All right. Next song. And I don't know, this is kind of a wild card. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, but this is the Crayon Song by Matt Pless.
I am familiar with Matt Pless and Matt Pless's discography. I guess we'll go number 4.
4? Okay.
So all that's left is 3 at this point.
Yeah. And the last song is going to go on number 3 is Poison Oak by Bright Eyes.
Yeah, that's a rough one. That's a beautiful, rough, sad song.
Yeah, I was listening to it earlier today. I'm like, damn, man. Pretty sad.
Well, if I had to re-rank them, I would actually put Poison Oak at top because of just how personal and differing perspectives. We'll go ahead and we'll leave Closer on number 2. We'll put Using Again at number 3.
Crayon Song 4.
Crayon Song. No, you know what? I would put Don't Be Upset above the Crayon Song.
Okay.
But just because I have a lot more attachment to that song. So me personally being
Okay. Well, okay. That's what we got for this week.
All right.
Sad songs.
I'm excited to do the edits for these blind rankings because I was able to figure it out yesterday with like the timing and the layers of where things sat. That actually looked really, really cool.
Yeah, I saw the edit that you did. That was good.
Yeah, I got to figure out what hashtags we're supposed to be using because I don't think it's getting the traction that it should be getting doing that stuff. So I got to learn a little bit more about those hashtags to get it to a wider audience.
Okay.
Because I think there's more people that like what we're doing here than what we're seeing so far.
So about them, they like the shorts other than like compared to the meat and potatoes that we actually talk about.
Right. Well, long form content isn't necessarily a dying thing. It's just the market's it's all saturated. So regardless of everything else, I'm still having fun doing this.
Hey, man,
and I'm glad we haven't been pigeonholed into particularly talking about anything. I'm pigeonholing us into talking about trip reports because I love them and they're easy. But here goes the meat and potatoes of this episode.
Oh, okay. So what are we going to talk about today?
We're going to talk about ADHD.
Oh, all right.
Attention deficit hyperactive disorder. So, back when I was a kid, back in like the 90s, there was ADD, and it eventually was upgraded to ADHD. Not only that, but it's been 25 years or more since this is all kind of the medical science has been coming together and getting to the point that it's at. And there's even more than just ADHD. There's different types of ADHD. I'll be pulling some stuff from this book as well as some of the notes. But there's 3 different types of ADHD. Not only that, but there's some people don't necessarily have ADHD, but they have some of the characteristics and symptoms that you would have of ADHD. And there's another disorder known as VAST. I'll read more about that too. But yeah, so
can you talk about the book and what the title of the book is, who the author is?
Yeah, so this book is called, we're going to have to figure out how to mirror that. This book is called ADHD 2.0. It's by Edward M. Hallowell and John J. Rady? I hope it's... Yeah. They're both medical doctors, and they both have ADHD.
Okay.
And so far, I love how they've written this book because you get some bad news, and then you get a little bit of good news. The way they have this laid out so far, and it's just somehow how they're wording it. It's relatively engaging, and it's a difficult thing for me to force myself to get through a book if it's not constantly engaging me, which is why I end up reading things like graphic novels more than not. Or if I do go for a novel, I'm reading something like Dungeon Crawler Carl, where it's like bam, bam, action, something new, something going on. But they did a good job writing this in such a way that somebody with ADHD would be able to get through it. Not only that, but these bastards, they got me real good because I was about 40 pages or so in, and while I'm taking notes for this, I went over and I found the chapter Putting It All Together. Find your feel and make it real. This first chapter, if you have ADHD, variable attention stimulus trait, a race car brain with bicycle brakes, or whatever term you've settled on for this blessed and cursed kind of brain, it's likely you've reached this page without having read the entire book.
Hilarious.
I was like, how did you know?
Getting called out mid-read is kind of funny.
Yeah, no, it was super meta.
Yeah.
It was really into it.
Wait, so
Okay.
what did you say it was? Race car brain with tricycle brakes?
Yes. So that's one of the ways that they kind of describe what ADHD is like. It's like having a race car brain with bicycle brakes.
Wow.
And
that's kind of profound.
Right. It was so the book was recommended to me by my friend Anne, and she actually mentioned that line. And
Shout
I was
out
like,
Anne.
wow, I've never really thought about it that way. However, I've always said something along the lines of, my brain works faster than my mouth and my hands. Right. So I'm there's no way to get the entirety of what's happening in my head down either on paper or communicating it to you. Right. I'm thinking faster than I possibly can, which is super annoying to people who are listening to me, especially when it's like a meaningful conversation or maybe an argument or whatever. I might be already jumped ahead. I lose my place, and if I'm real excited about it, I'll be jumping into that next place where I'm at, and I have totally lost you.
So let me ask you this question: have you been diagnosed with ADHD?
So when I was like 8, 9 years old, I was diagnosed with ADD, which is technically not a thing anymore. Which is funny because I went to a doctor for an unrelated thing, and that didn't work out. And my dad had a private word with the doctor for a second, and then just a couple of moments later, the doctor had his like finger and a flashlight, and he was asking me some questions. And maybe after like 10 seconds, he goes, "Yep, ADD." And
wow.
And like that always caught me. I always think about that, and I'm like, how was that your test? What did you do?
That's funny.
You just gave me a field sobriety test and was like, drunk.
That's funny.
Yeah. So yeah, I was diagnosed as a kid. Luckily, my grandmother was a fundamentalist Christian, and she refused to put any drugs in my body. And I know now the medications, there's a lot more safety precautions, and the medications are better. Back then, I think it was just Ritalin. Was like the only thing, and I don't know how I would have done on amphetamines as a child.
Is that something that is offered now?
I think Ritalin is exceedingly rare. I think a lot of people, more than likely, they'll have something like Adderall or Vyvanse. I think Concerta is still a thing, and they're all different. They're all different derivatives of some kind of amphetamine, more or less. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to go through some of the notes that I took because that's the best way I know how to do this instead of reading directly from the book.
Sure, let's do it.
But ADD, which is what it was called back in the day, was upgraded to ADHD. Hyperactivity was added to more accurately reflect the highs and lows. And hyperactivity is not always presented physically. It can also just describe what's going on in the brain and the thoughts.
Okay.
ADHD is less about not being able to pay attention. It's more than likely an overabundance of attention without direction that can easily change direction.
Can you give them like a practical example of that?
So it's like what they used to say to me when I was a kid. They would say, it's not that he can't do things, it's that he only wants to do what he wants to do in that moment. So if I'm presented with a task that my brain finds not challenging or not engaging, I'm going to just move on to the thing that starts engaging my brain, because my brain is grasping so hard for stimulation that, I want to get to that point. So something that was pointed out to me was when I was a kid, I would finish my spelling test in a hurry, and I would draw on the entirety of the back of it, because I was giving myself these two challenges. One, I wanted to just finish the spelling test super, super fast. That was the way that I was able to do the spelling test was, oh man, I could do it really fast, and I can reward myself. Not only can I reward myself with drawing, but I can try to use that time I have left for drawing and try to fill the entire page before it's time to collect the test.
how did they do spelling tests back then for you? Was it like jumbled letters and then you figure it out, or because I remember doing spelling tests and the teacher had to like vocally tell you what word to spell.
Uh, you know what? I don't actually remember. I just know that it was maybe it was jumbled words. I was pretty young. I was probably in like second or third
Because yeah, I
grade
was thinking about
when.
how do you actually hurry on that? Because like usually for the most part, the teacher gives you a word and like spell this word and be like, okay, then you write it down. So there's
Right.
not really like hurrying on it, but maybe you did it differently. That's why I was curious.
Yeah, I don't recall. I just remember that it was a sheet of paper that kind of looked like, the same shape
Like
as like a like
like
a
half a lengthwise. Yeah.
like right like a and yeah, half a width but full
Hmm.
length, but it looked like the same size as like a Scantron, but it was just a white piece of paper, and
Right.
on one side was
It's
10 questions,
just lines.
and
Yeah.
somehow I thought it was spelling. Maybe it was something else. Who knows? Maybe
Hmm.
that's how little I was paying attention and how much
Yeah. There
I
you go.
remembered. But I would hurry up and finish it so I could flip it over and just draw on the back.
Hmm.
So a cool thing to note about ADHD is, first of all, at least 5% of the population or more um, have ADHD, and the estimates are actually much higher because
Is it
some people learn to compensate so well that they may just not appear to have it, or maybe they look like they've grown out of it since childhood.
this is 5% of the world's population or the U.S. population?
You know what? It just said the population, so I'm assuming that's
It's probably world. Yeah.
assuming the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, and ADHD can first appear in adulthood. I didn't know this, but it can be
Mm.
triggered by stressors. Starting a new job, starting a new school, or having a baby. Apparently, all of these things can
Wow.
trigger ADHD. Really stressful situations that require a lot of hyper focus in certain areas can all of
Mm.
a sudden just trigger something that was dormant in you. Not only that, but it's a very heritable condition.
Okay.
So if one parent has it, out of three kids, the likelihood is one out of the three kids will have it. If both parents have it, the likelihood is two out of three kids will have it.
Wow.
Yeah,
Doubles. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, because both parents carry the gene.
right.
Yeah.
Um, there's some. I'm just going to keep covering notes that I have here.
Yeah, go
Something
for
that
it.
I didn't know, but I'm glad I'm more aware of is um, the ignorance surrounding ADHD can cost lives. People with ADHD are significantly more likely to commit suicide, to have
Mm.
addictions, or commit felonies or have violent behavior. And on average, ADHD costs a person nearly 13 years of life. Two
Wow.
thirds two-thirds of people with ADHD have a reduced life expectancy of 21 years.
2/3 of people with ADHD have 21 years less of life
Mm-hmm.
expectancy. That is pretty substantial.
It's because of the level of suicide and risky behavior. Risky
Mhm.
behavior being the bigger thing, I think.
Mhm.
But yeah, it compares all the bad things, smoking and diabetes and all that stuff.
Mhm.
And ADHD is technically more dangerous than the top five killers.
Wow.
Yeah. But luckily, there are a bunch of different medications
Mhm.
and behavioral and lifestyle strategies to manage ADHD. Um, you can get calm and focus, and you can calm and focus your brain through exercise and trying to harness your overactive imagination. This is why I'm glad that I fell into music.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
way that I did is having a
Having that
creative
outlet.
outlet,
Yeah, having that
right?
outlet. Yeah.
Somewhere for some of these things to go. And then something that the people with ADHD and people living with people with ADHD should keep in mind is there's a right level of difficult that needs to be there to be engaging, because too difficult and it's really easy to get distracted by something that is less difficult, more
Mhm.
fun, but not difficult enough. And this will be my example of why not difficult enough isn't good. So last night I was cleaning my house and I got into this flow state where I was vacuuming, and I just kind of like, my active brain
Yeah.
that tells me what I'm doing, how to do it, it shut down. I didn't need it. I just,
Right.
autopilot. But because I went on autopilot, now something that they explain in the book is your default mode network can take over, and it's the part of the brain that's the connection in the brain that's responsible for creative thinking and cool stuff like that. But it's also, unfortunately, the same spot in the brain that your self-critical stuff comes from. So the narration that lets you worry about things and whatnot. So I ended up getting into a flow state, and I'm doing a good job. But all of a sudden, boom! Now it's like,
you're not doing enough.
Right. You're not doing enough. Here are your insecurities. Why don't you think about those? Let's do people actually like you? Do people give a shit that you exist? How well are you actually doing in life? Should you be doing better? I had that all day. That didn't stop. I mean, it technically is existing there all the time. However, it's just there are times where it gets worse, and I have a thing that I like to call rebound. I'm not sure what the real term is. I've been having an amazing few weeks, and I've just been like on this high consistently, but at some point, things kind of leveled out, and nothing was bad, but when I do something like go to a festival or go to a really cool concert, maybe go on a trip, all of a sudden coming back home, it can be it could just be like a dip down because I'm allowing.
Right.
Wow. Okay. We talked about race car brain with bicycle brakes. These notes are not in order. These notes are ADHD notes. I'm gonna just jump into the spot where I enjoyed this the most.
Yeah, please.
Okay. People with ADHD, our minds are everywhere all at once, and we can appear to be somewhere else. And reading that line out of this book brought me to, I was in therapy. My therapist asked me a particularly loaded and sensitive question. I started analyzing the question and trying to formulate my answer. But there was so much information that I was thinking really hard, and my gaze went somewhere off into the distance in the room. Maybe it went to a window, I'm not sure. But my therapist reached his hand out to my line of sight, and he kind of got my attention. He goes, "Hey, where'd you go?" And it was the first time that I ever recognized my disassociation in real time. I knew I had done it. I had seen the aftermath of it. I had been aware of its existence, but it's the first time that in an actual dissociative state, I fully was like, "Oh, that was actually happening."
So did it take your therapist having to do that right in front of you for you to realize that, or you actually knew before that it was happening?
No, I it's just going into a state of like I'm thinking, and that's natural for me. And sometimes thinking takes effort. Sometimes thinking takes focus and concentration. Sometimes thinking just takes over all the rest of my bodily functions. But it was the first time I recognized my disassociation in real time, and I wasn't being punished for it.
Oh,
there's just plenty of times where. So it flooded me with memories of authority figures and partners both laying into me because they had interpreted my brain taking over and the rest of my body shutting down as like stonewalling or just blocking them out, shutting them out.
Right.
But the gentleness that he used, it brought tears to my eye.
Yeah.
And I mean, that lasted for days and days and days, and I decided on my drive home that if I ever end up in a situation where I notice somebody else doing that, regardless of the situation, whether it's an argument or just a conversation, if I notice somebody else jumping into a disassociative state, I want to be that gentle with them to bring them back out.
You give them that grace. Yeah, you give them that grace.
It was one of the most uplifting things that's ever happened to me. I'll never forget that. Yeah. I'm not going to go through all these pages of notes, but ADHD is farly underdiagnosed, and this ADHD 2.0 book, I paid $12 for it on Amazon.
Yeah,
and even with as far as I'm through it, man, I would have paid double for this same book.
Yeah,
absolutely excellent resource. I'm learning a lot about myself. I'm learning about people in my life that I give a shit about. It's good. It's good stuff. Okay. Yeah, that's because fun, there was
one more time, Tanner. The title is ADHD 2.0, and the author is who again? Sorry.
Two authors. It's Edward M. Hallowell and John J. Ratty. I hope I'm saying his last name
Rady
right.
or Ratty. Yeah. Okay. Great.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So,
all right. What's your
ready for song of the week?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it. For me, you go first. You go first.
Nope. That's you.
Okay, well, I'll go first. So this week I have chosen a song called "Light Pollution" by a band called Dirty on Purpose.
I like that name.
It's a shoegaze band back their careers, well, not the careers, but their time as a band is very short. I think it was like 6 years back in like mid 2000s, and I remember hearing it on Pandora like a long time ago, obviously. And I've always enjoyed this band. So Dirty on Purpose, Light Pollution, great song. Check it out.
Nice. My song is "Tomorrow" by Shaky Graves.
Shaky Graves.
Yeah, kind of Americana, kind of folk. Shaky Graves does the one-man band kind of thing. It's one of my inspirations for why I do the groundskeeper stuff the way that I do it. But that particular song is it's really haunting, really pretty, really it's a great track.
Okay, great. Shaky Graves, Tomorrow.
Yes,
All
sir.
Right. So we have a few minutes left, but I just wanted to say, not this coming episode, but the following one, it's possible that we might do like a in-person episode.
Oh yeah.
Because I will be traveling to Mesquite to see my friend over here. So that should be fun. But we're trying to figure out the logistics behind it, how we're going to do it. But that should be fun. And it's also possible that we might be introducing new people to the podcast. So we're trying to figure that out. So should be exciting.
Stuff is happening. Things are doing stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man, I just realized how ADHD this ADHD episode was. I hope somebody appreciates that.
yeah, that was actually fun. It was I kind of like this format of just learning about things like this, So
cool. Well, there might be a part two.
Yeah, there
might be a part two of ADHD once I actually finish it. Maybe, no promises. It'll be a little more organized.
Yeah, well, it beats the purpose of ADHD. All right. Okay. Well, we'll see you guys next episode. Thanks for watching.